Alright, let's see. Sumo deadlift is not too different from conventional. First thing I want to talk about is I noticed that when you get ready to lift, or I'm sorry, get ready to lift, you you're not tight on the bar. Okay, what I mean is, see, you bring the knees down and then you pull. Okay, anytime when you're not tight, you're gonna pull regardless. Okay, all right, that's what you don't want to do. So you want to get tight on that bar. You want to start off in that position right there. That's how you want to start off right there. You want to be tight. You want to feel all that pressure right there. That's where your hamstring is going to be activated. Okay. Notice notice the rear shoulders. Okay. The rear shoulders are directly over that bar. The front shoulders are over the bar. Okay. They're in front of the bar. All right. So that's where you always want the bar to be. Okay, so the rear delts is over straight over the bar, where the bar is directly over the midfoot. Front delts are over on the other side of the bar. Okay, so that's where you always want it. Um, the weight does not move. I don't care who you are. Um, the weight will not move until the rear delts are directly over the bar and the bar is directly over the midfoot. Okay, so you always want to start in that position with the hamstrings tight. Okay. Um, Another thing is that you want to always be in this position and gradually push the bar off the ground. For instance, if you hooked up to a truck, harness hooked up to a truck, you're not gonna take a running start, okay, to get that truck moving, to pull it. Okay? Same thing with the weight. Alright, you start gradual. As the weight start moving, the weight moves easier and faster through the lockout, making the lift a lot easier. Okay? Another thing I want you to look at is your head. Okay? Your head should be looking down. Okay? When you have that head up, what you're telling the body is go backwards. Okay? That's that hinge. You never want to hinge. You just want to push. Okay? That bar, or actually in that where you at, that bar will stay in that alignment as long as your head is down, the rear delts over the bar, and the bar is over the midfoot, and that's where you get that push. All you have to do is push into the ground, and you'll get a straight up movement instead of a up and hinge backwards. Okay, so those are the things you want to think about. All right. So like I said, you want to start in this position. You never want to start. You never want to start loose like you did to initiate the weight to come up. Okay. Um, One thing I want to look at is your placement. Um, like I said, you already look good, but I'm just gonna point it out real quick. I'm gonna go with a yellow. All right. So from the hip to the head is one piece. Like I said, the head need to be pointing down. Okay. Another reason why the head needs to be pointing down, because you can activate the core just like that with the head down and the shoulders and everything in that position. So your your positioning with the back looks good. There's no round in the back. Um, so that's one piece. The main priority of the back is to protect and maintain the central nervous system. Okay, so you always want to be tight. If you're loose and you start from a jerk, you're never tight. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what happens when you're not tight. Okay, but going back to the positioning. Goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay, there you are there, and actually I'm gonna erase that. So we're here, the knee, and your feet are probably about, oh, wrong spot. Probably about right there. Okay. Um, so you got good position in there. Okay. So watch what happens when you start to move. As soon as you start to, so you here, you initiate through looseness. Hold on. You initiate through looseness here. Boom. All right. It pulls you forward. Okay. Now you go slower because of the pull, because of the I'm sorry, because you initiate it through relaxed position. It throws you forward. Okay, it gets a little rough as soon as the weight come off the ground because it jerks back down. You can never pull the weight fast enough, uh, faster than what the weight is going to move. So the weight is going to come up and it's going to fall down in your hands before you finish out that lift. Okay? So what you want to do is, like I said, start from this position from the get-go. Okay? That position from the get-go. All right? All right. Now, just to explain to you how the deadlift work is, you have your feet. All your energy starts, all movement starts from your feet, okay? So you apply energy down in the ground with the feet, okay? For every action there's a equal and opposite reaction. So you push the energy down in the ground so your body automatically goes up, right? All right, so you push the energy down in the ground, your body goes up. You always want those shoulders to be relaxed. All right. Arms and shoulders are relaxed. Look like you do a decent job with that. So when you have the energy going up and the energy going down, what's going to happen to those arms is that you create a relaxed tension. Okay. So you're pushing down on the ground, energy going up. Those arms and shoulders are going to extend. Actually, it's called a depression of the scapula. So scapular depression, and those arms are going to just stretch and hang naturally, and that's what you want. Okay, you never want to pull up on that bar or pull back on the bar with your pull up on the bar with the arms or pull back on the bar with your back because you mess up the energy flow. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna repeat it again. Pushing the energy down in the ground, pushing the energy up, okay, from the reaction. And what's going to happen is you create what is called compression, okay? It's called a biaxial compression. So you have both of the energies going up and down, which compresses you, that allows you to get tighter and tighter. Okay, that's what you want to create before you actually initiate the actual lift. So you want to create this compression where you're nice and tight on the bar, the energy is pushing through the ground, and then you initiate the lift, which that will make the lift a lot um, the lift a lot better, a lot smoother. You see my deadlifts, and they always look nice and smooth and no real struggle. But actually, I'm feeling a vast amount of pressure throughout that lift. Okay, it'll get it'll get kind of frustrating to you when you start to try to do it with heavier weight. So that's why I always talk about um, training with lighter weight, getting used to it, building up that compression. Right now, you won't be able to do the weight that you're doing now because you cannot maintain that compression. So you have to build it up to maintain that compression. But what's going to happen is your max is going to go through the roof. Okay, you won't be able to even get close to your maxes in the gym, but when you get on the platform, your max is going to go shoot through the roof because of that building of that compression. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to tell you and explain to you. Everything looked good. You just don't want to start off with a relaxed tension. I'm sorry. You don't want to start off in a relaxed position. You always want to be nice and tight, um, pushing the energy pushing the energy down where the energy is also going up from the reaction, making that compression and the relaxed tension in the arm. Okay. Other than that, when you going through this lift, you will see that your knees and hips don't lock at the same time. So your knees are pretty much locked out now. Now you're stuck with that hinge, okay? Because you pulling. What started that pull was that relaxing before the actual lift, okay? Where your knee's going to shoot back and you're leaving all the work for the back, okay? Remember, this is not a pull, it's a push, okay? All right. The things that actually do the functions in this lift are not the hips, but the ball and socket of um, where the fibula, or I'm sorry, the humerus and the pelvis meet, and you also have the knees, okay? So for every action is equal and opposite reaction. So the feet go into the ground and everything else goes up, okay? And this back piece, your back, is one piece. All it's doing is listening to what the ball and socket is doing, and what the ball and socket is doing is rising and rotating. Okay, so for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You push in the ground, the pelvis, the ball and socket is going to rise and rotate forward instead of the back actually going backwards. Okay, so I hope you understand this, and I hope it helps you out. If you have any questions, let me know, and see you.